Hello and welcome back to episode 2 of Try to Finish Something. So with this episode, I kind of wanted to talk about some of the projects that I've got coming up and some things that you can expect from the channel. As I had mentioned before, my background is radio, did that for 18 years, started my own in-store radio business, did that for 11 years, and now for the past 4 years, I work for the company that I sold my business to. And in that time, I've been very privileged to work with some amazing artists. Some of the memorabilia that I hung on to here, you can see I've got Jewel, and there's Train, and there's Creed, and there's a ton of stuff to kind of date how long I've been doing this. This guitar here is signed by the original members, including Michael Hutchins of INXS. So that'll kind of date how long I've been working in the music business. And to kind of give you an idea of some of the things that I have some obsessions with, these are some Star Wars helmets. Little obsessed with Star Wars helmets. Giant nerd, I know. That particular helmet, TIE Fighter, not the right hoses. I tried to use some spa hoses, way too stiff, not the right look. I did order the gas mask hoses, and we'll fix that up and change that on an episode of Try to Finish Something. Down here in the bottom, probably can't really see it, I've got Darth Vader, Boba Fett, Kylo Ren, just a few helmets that I've got. Over here in the other corner of my office, look, more helmets. And this area here is what I was wanting to talk about. This will eventually look like the outside of a Tatooine hangar. The idea is this will be the outside of the building here, textured, weathered, made to look like a perfect background display for the Mandalorian costume that I'm making. In the corner over there, it'll look like a metal door for the hangar, and we'll do that in a future episode. This down here, I was trying to figure out how to work my Glowforge. If you've seen the tested episode with Norm, he made a Death Star diorama for small figures, and I was trying to recreate that for the Black Series figures. Failed miserably, but I'm working on it and I'll get there. This wall is made to look like it is some sort of a bunker for the Imperials. And I'll take you on a tour over by the door. Let me move the camera and I'll walk over there and walk you to it. And just to the side of the area that we were just looking at, right over by the door, I have some awards that we wound up getting when I had my own business for in-store music. This is a display case I made for Black Series figures. Very quick project. I did this just with some wood, just kind of primered it. In no way done, just wanted to get these off of the floor and out of the closets. It's currently on display, but this has got to be Star Wars and will look a whole lot better as soon as we get to that project. But out this door, I have my maker room, design space, craft room. I don't know. Here, I'll take you over here. Come on. So this is the room that I was talking about. So in this room, I have my Cricut. I have a 3D printer, sewing machine. Over here I have the Glowforge and some projects that I've been working on. So here I have my Jawa that I'm making for my youngest daughter. I made this using, found on eBay, they had these old rifles with this sort of lock. I cut it all up, repurposed some parts of the barrel. I made the blaster part, the business end, using just some PVC pipe, kind of weathered that, textured that so that she had a prop when she was going out as the Jawa. I have the material here and I'll be making that. This is the Tank Trooper, the ICAT Trooper from the Mandalorian. That's what that helmet is from there, 3D printed, sanding that, primering that, painting that, and working on that as well. This is some material from the tunic that I'll be wearing with that. This is Kylo Ren stuff. This is a Kodak camera that I found on eBay. This will eventually be the goggles as seen in The Mandalorian when they are out on the ice and looking out across the ice. This is what they use to remake that. And I printed some 3D parts for that will go on that. I have a popcorn container here that I got from Galaxy's Edge that I'll kind of weather, put some lights on, make that a little bit better. Over on the side, I have a mythosaur. That is foil, and that is going to be the base for my mythosaur. I'm going to then take monster clay, put it over the top of it, and I will cast it and create my own mythosaur skull, and I'll be able to have that for a wall hanging. So, over here, let me show you this over here. So this is my dry erase board. I'm trying to get more organized with my projects, and this is where I'm going to kind of put some of the things that I need to do on some of the projects that I've got coming up. This is the iCat build, the variant on the Mud Trooper that I was talking about. Jawa costume, the office that you just saw. This is my Mandalorian, almost done with the Mandalorian and the Shore Trooper costume. These are the two that I'm going for 501st approval, and I'm really close. In fact, if you want, let's go see both of those now. And here we are out in the living room of the granny's quarters that I've made my office and hobby shop, craft room. I still don't know what to call it. So this is my Shore Trooper, and it is really close to trying to get 501st approval. This is an Anovos helmet. Everything else on this, I did. It is all weathered, painted, everything done by me. I'm not happy with a couple things on here. Some of the closures I don't really like. I use magnets. I've got a couple ideas to change that. This piece here, you can tell, does not stay. And I'm going to put some sort of straps so that it has a little more to hold it up, some sort of suspenders. The belt isn't staying. I need to attach the belt to probably some sort of a Velcro piece here. But other than that, the Shore Trooper, really close to being done. Let me show you some glam shots of my Shore Trooper. Not bad, right? That was the first costume that I ever started working on and weathering. I would love to get 501st approval. The idea of being able to show up representing Star Wars to different charities and hospitals and things like that, I would love to do that. I've always dreamt of doing that, and I'm close with this. And then I got distracted with this guy. This is my Mandalorian that I've been working on that, again, much like the Shore Trooper, is almost done. I just made this a couple weekends ago. This is just a Baby Yoda, Grogu, the child carrier, as seen on the cover of, I think it was Entertainment Weekly. I made this with some of the same material that I'm going to make the Jawa costume out of. It needs to be weathered. It's not done in any way, but I just wanted to, for display, be able to put it in here. I've got a great blaster. Oh, this thing is amazing. This is from, let me see if I can get it out of here. This is from War Machines. It is a great blaster. So fantastic. Put this together. This is the real deal. Metal, really cool gun. I'm almost done with this costume as well. There are a couple little things that I still need to do. Little bit of weathering. All of this, again, painted, put together by me. Helmet, 3D printed. All of this, the visor is a welding shield. The one thing that I did purchase, these are from JJ Industries. They are aluminum, along with the ones on his feet. Costume's almost done. I have just a couple small things that I need to do with that, and I'll give you a couple glam shots of that as well. But I am close on that, and we'll be going for 501st approval on that as well. So I wanted to talk about one of the projects that I have coming up. So I found these containers that I wanted to turn into the Star Wars that you see like in all the hangars and stuff like that. There was a military surplus store that was going out of business. They had fantastic old ammo containers, and they were really cool, beat up, rusted, looked really in universe. They need, of course, some logos on them, and they need some stuff that makes them a little more Star Wars, but I wanted to try and see if I could recreate that look. So I bought two different things. I bought an ammo container from Harbor Freight that was super cheap, and I brought a plastic one from Home Depot. And I'm going to see in the next episode if we can make those two containers look like the really cool, expensive containers that I got from the Army surplus store. So we'll do that in an upcoming episode. We'll try and get 501st approval for these guys, but together, let's try and finish something.